Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. My name's Jade, and this is the Rant. And today, well, things are all over the place now because we're doing a completely different show called Thanks for All the Fish. Who knows where this is going to go? Let's find out. Hi. I'm Jade. Welcome to the Rant. Man, all my hearing is fucked up. We had different plans today. We actually had something else planned today. It was a show called The Dead Internet Theory. And there was all, I'd done my research. I was ready to talk about dead internet theory. If you don't know about it, what dead internet theory is, well, guess what? We're talking about it next week. Because some things went down. Let's kick off and talk about it. How am I going to start this? So there's a drama unfolding as we speak because Brad Example is involved. You all doing okay out there? We got 16 of you ready for a wonderful little yarn we're going to tell today. I hope you're watching, Brad. You better be watching. He's probably got no internet. Thomas Christ, g'day. Thanks for being here, slinging links and being Thomas Christ, because we love Thomas Christ. Ali's in the house, Studio 6+1. What's going on? Jenny Jolivet's here, ready for the frivolity that's been unfolding. Ed B is in the house as well. Paws and Guitars, g'day. Leela. Who else? Cam G May. Wow, g'day, my friend. Ali's here for the drama. Laurie's mishmash. Brad hasn't left the country yet. He's somewhere. We don't know where he is. Oh, man. We'll get to it. We'll go. Who else is here? Anyone else here? Jeremy Dishaw, what's going on? Listen, if you people thought that Brad was going to go home without a drama, you obviously don't know Brad. Dell, hello. Doug, all right, let's get to it. So we're not going to get straight to the juice because that's not fair. We got to build up to this. It's got to be a story. You know, in Australia we have some amazing yarns. It's all in the delivery of how you tell a story, and that's what this show's all about. What the Rant is actually all about. It's to pick a topic and talk about it and try and hopefully have a laugh about it and serious stuff and a whole bunch of shit. But my main object with the Rant is to hopefully give you all a giggle to kick off the week. Because most people, this is happening on a Sunday. It's Monday morning here in Australia. So we just do this to more so to have a giggle than anything. And sometimes you may get something from it. Marcella, hello. So, as you may know, my little friend here, Brad Example, he's been here on holiday all the way from Canada. Come and stay with me for the last almost 3 weeks. And let's go way back in time and tell you the story of how all this started. Because back in somewhere around about October, I think it was, Brad was actually planning to go on a trip somewhere else. He was about to book one of those, I think they're called sex retreats, where you go there and it's like a cabin somewhere out in the bush, out in the woods, and there's a whole lot of married couples and, weirdos. And you go there and you have a sex weekend. But if anybody's ever inquired into doing anything like that, then you would realize the problem is with it that you end up like with in a place stuck with all these weird, ugly people that you don't want to have sex with. Because unfortunately, that most of the people that go to those things are dog shit ugly. And that's why they're there, because nobody wants to like them. Anyway, so there's that. And me and Brad were talking, and it was like, maybe you should do something else. Maybe you should go to Thailand or something a little bit more exciting. And then Brad came up with the idea, I'm going to come to Australia. And I was like, wow, well, that's an even bigger journey. So he started organising tickets to come to Australia. And this was way back in October last year. But unfortunately, my house went up for lease, so I had to move house. And Brad still wanted to come, but it was like, you can't come because I don't know if I'm going to have a house. I've got to get a house first before you can come to Australia. What if I don't get a house? So we put it on hold, and I got a new place, and that's where I've been here since November 22, I think I moved in, something like that. And the good thing is Brad's extremely disabled. Like, not like, his faculties are all there. His hips are all displaced. So he can't walk any further than like 5 meters without being in incredible pain. Incredible pain, right? So much so, he's got to take a lot of painkillers to quell that pain. A lot, yeah? So we can joke about all the drugs and stuff and saying he's a chemist and all this wank, but he's not like a druggie or anything. He's in so much pain. He needs a fucking hip replacement. So the previous house that I lived in had 2 flights of stairs. And that would be a horrible thing for him to come and stay with me in a house that has 2 flights of stairs and the toilet is on the top floor. Every time he'd need to go to the toilet, he'd have to go up 2 flights of stairs. So luckily, I moved into this new house and I no longer wanted to live in a house with stairs myself. So here we are in a single floor house. So we said, let's go ahead. Let's book this holiday. Let's get it done. And that's how it all came about of Brad coming out here. Now, obviously, taking into account all of his pain issues and stuff like that, it was never going to be an easy trip. Think about it. Sitting on a plane with a displaced hip, every bump shoots immense pain through your body. Like a lot. I can't stress how much to see it in person, how much pain Brad goes through. It's a lot. It's a big ask. It's an 18-hour flight here to Australia. Massive, undertaking for somebody to do that. So the guy has so much respect from me, right, to go and just to come and fly out to come and stay with me, yeah? That's a big undertaking. Plus, we're not taking into account the other 2 flights he had to take from Canada to 2 flights in Canada, one to LA and then LA to... It ended up being something like 26 hours plus an 8-hour stayover, wait for a plane, layover. Hello, Hugh. Good morning to you if there's anyone. Gary Hubbs, g'day. And Crow. So it was a big trip to get out here. And he did it amazingly, got out here, fucking hats off. Got all the way out here. And I'll tell you what, he does get so much respect from me because he wanted to do so many things here in Australia and we checked off nearly all of them. We did almost all of them. And these things that he chose to do were not really suited to somebody with a fucked up hip. Like, I don't know, go out on a charter fishing boat. Like, I could have given him the same fun by letting him stand in my washing machine and spun him around. So, look, hats off. And we checked off every single thing that he wanted to do. But as we were doing this, to see how much pain Brad was in was incredibly heartbreaking. Like, we joke and stuff, but fuck, man. If you're got empathy and... you haven't been drawn into the world that currently is that just wants you to have no empathy and be a brain dead fucking idiot that believes anything and just gets sucked into little belief systems and shit. Then if you haven't gone that far down the line and got pulled into the endless cycle of where dead internet is taking us, which what I was going to talk about today, then there's no way you could look at Brad in any way, shape or form and feel absolutely fucking heartbroken for the pain that he's going through. And I'm laughing because I'm thinking about where we're at right now, which we're leading to. Hello, Pete Johns and Joe and Barry Glenn. G'day to both of you. All right, so he gets here. I pick him up from the airport. Now, look, layovers are terrible because airport staff have, especially if you're disabled, you've got to wait around for a wheelchair and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, he gets here. I pick him up. He got held up at customs. He tried to bring in 2 cartons of cigarettes. If you're coming to Australia, folks, don't try and bring 2 cartons of cigarettes in. It's not going to work. So for those of you, just don't do it. But Brad being Brad, the adorable human being that he is, unbelievably, the customs people, who are some of the most brutal customs in the world, they are so savage here. You have a tiny little grain of something, like from bread or something, in your suitcase, you're fucked. Like, our customs make the TSA look like fucking kindergarten, really. Our customs are very brutal. But Brad, in all of his adorableness, is able to get the woman at customs to just let him keep the 2 cartons of cigarettes and avoid a $600 fine. I've never seen that happen in Australian customs. So, he's just that adorable. That's just how it is. And he gets away with it. And they did go through his phone just to make sure he did have somebody here to who he knew. And as he opened up the messages to show him my messages, he said to the lady at customs, "This is my friend Jade, who I'm staying with, and she calls me a cunt a lot." And the customs lady looked at it and went, "Yeah, well, that's Australia. Everybody's a cunt." So anyway, he gets through customs, he gets his cigarettes through, and we embark on the next 2 weeks and 5 days, I think it was. So not fully for 3 weeks. And let me tell you, before, I'm not going to break everything down to everything that we did because, we were shooting a video for Walk With Me, and we'd been shooting video all through the last 2 weeks and 5 days, documenting fishing and going to the beach and all the stuff that has gone on, and bits from the live streams we've been doing, and I was going to release that and have an ending and a beginning and all this kind of stuff. And that's been going really well. We've got heaps of footage. I think we've got like 200 video clips all to edit together, and some other stuff I'm going to put in there. It's going to be funny, and just ideas have been kicking around. Anyway, I can't. I haven't laughed as. Brad's trip here has provided me with a lot of laughter. And I'm almost afraid to tell you what some of the things were that I was laughing at, because you might think that I'm cruel or I'm a horrible person, but I'm not. It's just sometimes, how can I say it? Brad's ideas border on the ridiculous. Sorry. So you've kind of got to laugh, right? Anyway, we did heaps of stuff. We went fishing, went to the beach. The only thing we couldn't do was get him that gig at the SB because shit went down. He couldn't actually get a performance. We did, we went and met Cold Acre and Deep Gravity on the weekend just gone. And let me tell you, that was really hard because Cold Acre, probably not good at choosing venues for a disabled person to go to, chose the place that had escalators just to get in. And the same thing just to go to the toilet. so it was really hard for Brad to move around properly. Anyway, ridiculous, but that's a whole nother story. And so anyway, we got back from that thing on the weekend, and let me tell you, his body is so fucked at the moment. Like, and the thing is, you probably heard, if you've been following the last 3 weeks on here, he's actually going back to then get back to Canada, and then his mum's picking him up, taking him back home for 4 days, and then he's going to play 2 gigs with his like 3 hours away driving, and I don't know how the fuck he's going to do it. He's going to be dead by the end of it. Like, I don't know how his body can take all of it. So, you know, he's just a... But at the same time, look, let me say this. When... when you do such a big undertaking like this and you are not well, the adrenaline kind of kicks in and you think you can take on the world and do all this stuff. And I think it's amazing that he's just done so much stuff. But, of course, the mother in me, the worry in me is just, I'm worried for him. I'm worried he's going to get through it all. So where are we leading to with this? Well, let's get to it. Let's just dive in. There's 33 of you here. Hello, Justine. Nice show performance yesterday on Gmail. Okay, so yesterday we find out, well, Brad says to me, I haven't got a notification for my return flight. And I said, well, why don't you just jump on your email and find the flight number and just sort that out? And he's like, oh, yeah. So I can hear him out the backyard looking for it, and he's yelling at me, I can't find it. I think they've cancelled my flight. I'm like, no, they haven't. See, here's the one thing you'll have to understand, that it's hard to get. Hey, Michael Songs. Once Brad gets a bee in his bonnet, it could be about anything. Like, let's just do an example. Brad gets up in the morning and says, I really want 3 sugars in my coffee today. And I'll be like, but I'm out of sugar. Well, Brad won't let go. He just won't let go. And if you think you can fucking change course, good luck. Right? So, taking that into account, he says, my flight's been cancelled. I'm like, I don't think it has. And then I looked it up and I'm like, oh shit, it looks like it's been delayed. So his flight has actually been delayed today. Hey, Kristen, thank you very much for that. That's very kind of you. Joined as a member. Wow. Thank you so much. Anyway, so sorry guys, you're gonna have to forgive me today. My head's all over the place, and you'll understand once we get to the end of this story. I know it's a long yarn, and I'm getting there, but I'm not. I feel violated. I feel really like the way shit has gone down today is really. I don't know how to feel. Anyway, it's not. So he says to me, I think the flight's been cancelled. I go look it up. I'm like, it's not cancelled. I think it's been delayed. It was supposed to be at 10:30. It looks like it's been delayed till 1:30 in the afternoon. Which, anyway, so Brad says to me, look, forget about it. I don't want to deal with it right now. I'll just go to the airport tomorrow and deal with it then. And for someone like me, who's quite organised, I can't deal with that. I'm like, well, you really should organise it now. You really should work it out now, because leaving it to the last minute like that is probably not a really good idea. But what the fuck would I know? Sorry. I've gone manic today. Today's just thrown me off a fucking cliff. Oh, fucking God. Do you know what, Ali? Don't throw the Virgo bullshit. He's a Virgo as well. And he's so Virgo on so many things. But on some things, just just throw caution to the wind and whatever happens. With an international flight, whatever. But so here's the deal. There's a service from the airport, right, which I knew about, and I've actually brought it up a bunch of times while he's been here. That you can organise that they'll wait for you when your car arrives and they'll put you in a wheelchair. I'll get to the next point. But, trying to organise this kind of stuff. Have you got a what? You've got a what next to your name. You've got a little flower next to your name there, Kristen. So, no, you did it. You joined as a member. Thank you so much. I'm clicking on the wrong comment. There it is there. All right. So Brad says, don't worry about it. I'll work it out tomorrow. And I'm going, all right, that's cool. You work it out. You work it out tomorrow. Anyway, so we both decided, because he'd already got his bag packed, everything was packed last night, and he went to bed really early, and I decided I'm going to go to bed really early as well, because I've got to get up to see him off, and I've got to get up to see him off, and because I'm not going to the airport with him, because he didn't want me to go to the airport with him, so there we go. So I wanted to get up early, so I set my alarm for 4:30 to get up. I set 2 alarms for 4:30 and 5 o'clock. Anyway, I went to bed, and at 4:30 this morning, I woke up to, Jade, get up. My Uber's here. Thank you for letting me stay here. I got to go. Bye. What? What? What's happening? I'm still in bed. It's fine. The whole of Australia's asleep. What are you doing? Your flight's not until 1:45 in the afternoon. Oh, but I just got to go and work it out. I'll get there and I'll work it out. Oh. Hurry up, Jade. The Uber's waiting. I'm like, I'm fucking naked, you idiot. Let me get some fucking clothes on. What is happening? What is going on? Oh, man. So I had planned to get up at 4:30 and shoot the last clip of the video of us sitting on the couch going, here we are, Brad's about to leave, fucking love you, mate, thanks for coming. And no, here we are with me pulling on clothes while he's already out the door. And I go, dude, the fucking flight's, even if the flight wasn't delayed, it's not until like 10:30 in the morning. It's 4:50. He's in the chat. I can't do it. I can't. Hey, Brad. You mad the bed you lay in? What did he write? I couldn't even read it. I couldn't even read it. I'm finally in the lounge and spent my last bucks getting here. Cost me $65. Oh my God. At least I got free coffee and some croissants. Oh, fucking. All right. I'm so sorry, guys. This is not the regular programming. This is this is not what I even wrote it. I'm mad the bed. This is not what I expected to be doing today. But anyway, I'm going to tell you, I fucking just from my perspective, I feel so ripped off, man. I feel like I've spent 2 weeks and 5 days with one of my best friends, getting to be with him, hang out. We've had so much fun and just, and I feel like I didn't get to say goodbye. I feel ripped off. Anyway, it's a very, I feel like, here's an analogy for you. I feel like I've gone out and paid for a call girl, a working girl. And the time ran out before I could come. That's what I feel like. And she's going, you sure you don't want to pay for an extra half an hour? I'm like, well, it's too late now, isn't it? It's finished. Or I'm going to fucking have to get it all happening again. I feel like I've had two weeks and 5 days of foreplay and didn't get to finish. So, yeah, there we go. So, I don't know. I'm going to have to come up with an ending to the film now that Brad's got it gone. I love you, and I would have cried and got snotty and ugly cried. I love you and will be thanking you for event. Well, you know what? It's not such a bad thing to cry. Man. Who cares if you fucking ugly cry? Anyway. Look, it's happened. We are where we're at now. And so the second half of this show, even if we get through in half an hour before my heart fucking explodes, is what's come since he's left. Because since he left, well, let me tell you, it's been exciting. All hands have been on deck around Brad Example. Brad Example got to the airport and we opened a Clubhouse room and all just waiting for the moment that Brad Example gets in Clubhouse and goes, oh no, I got here 8 hours too early. And just like clockwork, tick-tock, tick-tock, here we are. So we've all been sitting there trying to help him get to a lounge. He couldn't get a wheelchair off anybody because the actual flight that he's flying with hasn't opened their gates yet. They don't have because it's a modern airport, right? So instead of having a permanent gate opened for this particular airline, they have it for one airline. Then once that flight's gone internationally, they turn off all the lights and rebrand it, right? Because that's what you can do with technology these days. So his carrier isn't even open yet. It doesn't even exist. And because the flight's been put back, probably not going to exist for another 3 hours. I hope you're laughing, Brad, because good Lord. You'll be thanking you forever and ever. You don't need to thank me, Brad. Fucking I thank you for coming out here. It's been awesome. And they finally opened and promised they wouldn't forget about me. Hope you got that in writing. Don't you forget about me. Don't you. Look, it's been a fucking adventure. You know, I can't. So here we are, and yeah, I changed today's show because it's this morning's just been all about Brad, and I just hope he gets home safe and okay, and there's no more delays, there's no more dramas. Once he gets on the plane, I hope everything's all right. I'm sure, in my heart of hearts, right, I know that's not going to happen. There will be dramas because it's Brad. And don't get me wrong, please, don't take me the wrong way. I think I'm an asshole. I fucking love Brad so much. The guy's name is Lachlan, and he's promised he would come and get me. Did you tell him about why you can't eat any food, Brad? Oh dear. So, here we are. And look, I just hope that his connection doesn't get messed up from the delayed flight, because I don't know about that. I left that out. Now that I got a croissant in me, I feel great. So you eat croissants, Brad? Hang on. Let me get this right. You actually eat croissants? Is that what I'm hearing here? So there is food that you actually fucking... All right. Okay. Oh, he enjoyed his time down under bonfire. He's lucky I didn't put a pillow over his neck. Oh. As long as it's white bread and not cheese. All right, so the deal is Brad's waiting at the airport. He's probably going to be there for another, what are we? It's only 8:35. 8:35 a.m. and he's going to be there. God. He's going to be there until, I think his flight's at 1:45. But he's got endless refills of coffee, so I'm, he's all good. And I think I need to lie down. I think there's been too much excitement for me today. It's just been too much excitement. I feel like I don't know. I don't even know how I feel. It was 66 Canadian for the lounge, but I get to sit here till the flight time. Cheers. You got to do whatever you need. Yeah, you just get home safe, Brad. Whatever you do. But I guess because I haven't got another reason I want to do this is I feel, like I said, I feel like I've had no closure to this holiday. So I feel like I've got to come up here and say, thanks, Brad, for coming. I really had a good time. It was really, really awesome to get to know you. I'm doing it over the internet, and he fucking was right here in my house, and I got to say none of this. This is the most ridiculous thing. It's so funny. It's such a Brad thing. Look at him. They don't have USB plugs. Brad, tell everybody about that neck pillow you've got. You guys, because you're not in on the jokes, when we were trying to help him find a lounge, we were trying to help him get a lounge at the airport to go and pay for to go and stay in. All of a sudden, he just broke into this, like, advertisement for this neck pillow and then was trying to get us all to load the page up so we could all check out this neck pillow. Well, at the same time, the J pillow... Meanwhile, he's stranded in an airport trying to sell us a fucking J pillow. Oh, it's just too much, man. Yeah, look, I can't do it anymore. I can't do it. I can't. Oh, fuck, if there's one thing, I'll never forget from this trip is I haven't laughed so much in the longest time. I'm so sorry, guys, for today's show. I just wanted you to feel my pain. Oh, dear. So let me get the link for that J pillow for everybody. All right, let me put that in the chat for everybody. There we go. It's j-pillow.com if you wanted it. There we go. So there you go. There you go, everybody. So if you've been wanting to get the J pillow, there it is in the chatteroo. I'll put it in the description as well. Anybody watching watching the replay, I've put the thing in the description. And you can check it out. Get the J pillow. They let me bring my cologne in. No issues and no issues with my meds. Awesome. Everything's good. Cool. Did they find that thing we put in your bag before you left? I hope not. All right. I think I'm going to get out of here for today. I don't think I can squeeze another 20 minutes out of this. I need to go and lay down. So, in closing, what can I say? If Brad hits you up and says, you know what, I'd love to come and stay with you, I'm going to give him 5 stars. I'm going to give him 5 stars for being a wonderful guest and absolutely worth the time to get laughs, friendship, good music. You may have to, be careful about where you take him to. And I just think, Brad, this could have been a whole lot easier if I just didn't catch you on the boat and let you fall in. We wouldn't be dealing with this today, would we? So, yep, 5 stars. Thank you. 5 stars. Everybody put some stars in the chat. Fill the screen full of stars, folks. Come on, fill me up full of stars. And we'll give Brad 1,000,000 stars for his participation. Good job, Brad. There we go. We got some stars. Woo, they're everywhere. Look at that. Look at all the star ratings you're getting, Brad. You're a legend. No, but it was awesome. I can recommend if he comes to stay at your place, he's no problem at all. You just kind of got to look after him a little bit. And like 24-hour care like a nanny. That's all you got to do. No, I ain't being a dick, but so I'm sure we're all going to jump on Clubhouse and follow what happens. Business will be back to usual here on the channel. Next week we'll talk about dead internet theory, which I spent a day studying all this shit yesterday. I haven't got to do this show, so we'll do that next week. I've made it unlisted. We got a whole bunch of app reviews and all that stuff, the usual stuff coming up here on the channel this week. And hopefully Brad gets home in all good and he's all safe and all that kind of stuff. And I guess this is my moment. Thanks, Brad, for coming and staying with me. It's been really nice. I wish I could have got to tell you this in person, even though you're sitting here a few hours ago with plenty of time to spare. But you know what? I'll take it. I'll sit on the internet and talk to you at the airport and let you know, thank you for coming. I really had a good time. You're awesome. Fly safe. And I don't even know. That's it. Thanks for hanging out, folks. I'll dump you all over at Pete Johns. He's got YML. I need to reassess my entire life. And I need to I think I need to get off. That's what I need to do. All right. Thanks for letting me rant a lot of rubbish today and tell you about this silly little adventure. I did seriously have a wicked time. Brad's awesome. He's one of my best mates in the world, and I can't believe I've got to meet him, make music with him. I'm going to miss the absolute fuck out of him. I seriously am. So that's why I feel ripped off, because I fucking love my mate Brad, and I feel like I didn't get to say goodbye to him properly. But awesome. Let's get out of here. Do the things to make you happy, folks. Mistakes make you better. All rise together. Stay awake. And sorry. See ya.